I got this on my way. So drift. 나나만 보고 driving like round, round. Let me hear you say. Everybody say. Oh. Hey. Undercover, hey, need my name. Yes, my love. Back down. Tell you all every day, every night. We got the time. We don't give a fuck. 우리 손을 그어줘.
What is up, everyone? My name is Tony. Welcome back to my channel where I react to K-pop and all other kinds of music. If you're new here, welcome. Hope you enjoy my reaction. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing. It definitely helps me out. You can also feel free to follow me on Instagram and or Twitter if you are interested. Links are down in the description. I always follow back. And yeah, other than that, we're back with some Ace. So super excited to get into this. But before I start, just wanted to mention like a couple things. First thing being, I did get a new camera, so please have patience as I like get used to it. I just want to say I am super thankful to all of my patrons on Patreon. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not have been able to afford this camera. So I just want to say thank you, because all of the money that I'm making off Patreon and the content that I put there, I am putting it back into my channel. So I really wanted a new camera because this camera has autofocus, so I don't have to worry about like manually making sure that the focus is good, and B, it records in 60-minute increments. Like, it's actually like a decent camera for like making videos and vlogging and stuff, whereas my old camera was more of like a photography camera, and only it recorded in 20-minute increments. So this is huge and game changer for me because I don't have to worry too much about focusing on the time and making sure that I click the record button again. So hopefully everything works well. I have my mic, you know, set up and stuff, so hopefully everything goes well. Sometimes it can be a bit hard, like getting used to a new camera. I did test it out by like recording a like little vlog, but I didn't have my like mic set up to it and stuff, so hopefully everything works well. But anyways, on to the Ace reaction. So they dropped their trailer for the comeback, and I'm literally breaking my rule right now. My rule is that I don't react to teasers or trailers before a comeback, because they annoy me. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with trailers and stuff. Like, I just want to like experience the song whenever it releases, and I don't really want to kind of watch a trailer and like wonder about like what's going to happen and what the song is going to entail, what the music video is going to entail, and have all of these questions that I'm thinking about for like weeks before the actual like drop. So I tend to avoid trailers and teasers and stuff like that. Yeah, they're really not my thing. Because I know the point is to get you hyped, but then I just get annoyed because I'm like, well, now I have to wait for like ever for like this to actually release. And I also want to be surprised with, you know, what kind of song or what the vibe's going to be with the song whenever I like first react to it. So sometimes I'll watch the trailers and teasers like when I watch the music video. I tend to like that better, but because this is Ace and I'm super excited for this comeback, and also I am so involved in Choice Twitter that like I'm seeing it everywhere, I definitely was like, I just need to react and just make a little video about the teasers and trailers. So when it comes to like each member and their like little teaser that they did for each member, I have watched all of those except for Donghoon's. But I'm going to rewatch them in order. I just want to get like, I feel like if I'm going to do this, then I might as well do everything and like get a better feel for the comeback and stuff. So I'm literally watching everything. Every single member's, like, little trailer, the teaser, yeah, the teaser, the spoiler, sorry, the spoiler, the teaser, and then the actual, like, trailer. So, I'm just watching them all the way through today, so I can, like, get a better feel for the comeback. I'm also in a, kind of like a lore group chat where we've kind of been talking about, like, what the lore of this comeback entails and how it kinda connects with, you know, past lore of Aces. Like, I don't really, like, get everything, but for the most part, what I am understanding is that this is some type of revolution, right? Like, beginning of the new world, like, um and we have, like, this secret network or secret society of, like, overthrowing the government or whoever it is that is kind of trying to control society. That is the gist of it that I am understanding so far, but other than that, I'm really not too sure on, like, how it correlates with, like, all of their other lore. Like, I really don't know. Lore is, like, fun to, like, talk about and figure out, but I sometimes it's hard for me to get too deep into it because if I do, like, I just go down a rabbit hole and I just don't have the time to do that. So, unfortunately, I'm, like, just enjoying conversation and seeing what everybody else is saying, but yeah, other than that. So yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, I've watched all of the members like, little trailers except for Donghoon, so, like, that one will be a surprise to me, but, I have watched all of the other ones. Question 1, are you having trouble falling asleep? He just looks so creepy. It's so creepy. So, like, so loud. Damn, that is so loud. So, like, we were, like, in this, like, group chat, we were talking about how we think the posters are actually, like, propaganda from the government or whoever it may be, basically, like, trying to get people to admit that they're having emotions to then therefore, like, be taken to that, like, negative emotions camp or whatever it is, to kinda be, like, brainwashed and, like, lose their emotions, but we were also thinking that Junhee is, like, undercover, like, deep in the government, like, undercover. So, like, it seems like he's on the government. Maybe he is actually, though. I think that's one thing that I'm still kind of, like, trying to figure out, like, is Junhee actually undercover and in the secret society and just trying to, like, figure out how to take them down, or was he, like, brainwashed and now he, like, actually is, like, on the bad side, on the dark side? I don't know. That one I'm still kinda, like, unsure about and still trying to figure out. But, well, I'm just so curious, like, I love the concept and I'm enjoying the concept, um, but I just still have, like, so many questions. But anyway, question 2, is your expression dark? 'Cause they're so loud. to say, they did so well filming these. Like, they do seem creepy. I just noticed. Why does BK have like a weird like aura around him? Did you guys notice that? Do you see how there's like a, I don't know, when he moves, there's like a weird like black shadow like surrounding him. Am I like just seeing shit? Hold on. Sorry. Let's play this again. Do you see it? Is it just me? Do you guys see that? I never noticed it before because I was watching it on my phone. Did you guys notice it? Is it just me? Am I like seeing shit? Bro. Unless it's just like the way that they edited it. Are you guys also seeing it? Maybe it's just the way that they edited it. I don't know. Interesting. Anyway. I just never noticed it the first time I watched it. I just the creepy smiles and everything. Spooky. Honestly, the background music is super spooky. Okay, question 3. Are you quietly hiding and crying? Why is he smiling like that? Like, I just want to know, like... Oh. Like, why are you smirking that way? This is why I don't do, like, teasers and stuff, because I'm like, why? Why is it this way? Why is it that way? Question 4, are you enduring pain? Oh, I love how, I do find it interesting how, like, Seiyun's in particular looks more like it's a surveillance camera, or like I felt like Junhee, BK, and Yuchon, like, sorry, my neighbor and his dog. I felt like BK, Yuchon, and Junhee, like, it was more like you could obviously tell that, like, someone was, you know, recording them with a camera. Whereas Seiyun, like, it's giving that, like, surveillance vibe, like, I don't know, like The Purge or something, where, like, you can see, like, from, like, a surveillance camera point of view and not, like, someone holding a camera point of view. You know what I mean? I just found that interesting and was wondering, like, is there a reason behind that? Like, see, this is why I don't do trailers, because I'm like, is there a reason behind that? I don't know. Until it switches to that point of view. But this one looks like a... the eyebrow raise and everything. And also, too, like, I'm just curious, like, what it means. Like Junhee taking a photo of the poster, BK cleaning the poster. Yuchan didn't really do anything, I guess. He just kind of smirked at it. But Seiyun actually like marking up the poster and putting like that sad face on it. So like, what does that mean? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Okay. The one that I haven't seen, which is Donghoon's. Okay, he also has the spray paint. What did he put? Just a big X? Why did he make the camera? Destroying evidence. I have not seen Donghoon, so that like by your own choice. That's okay. I love that. By your own choice. Do you guys ever like think about like if you were in a situation where you were like in this like dystopian society where like you were like super controlled and you had like no autonomy, like what would you do? Like what like would you be that main like rebellious character? Like what would you do? Sometimes I think about that cuz I'm like I wonder what would I do? But anyways, now I'm like super curious. Like it definitely seems to me like Seiyun and Donghoon are the most rebellious of the five of them, like determining. I'm curious why BK like cleaned the poster though. Like for why? I don't know. See, I was wondering if like cuz like there's like the idea that like BK is like a hacker, I think in like the Ace lore. And I was wondering if like BK was trying to like utilize the posters to kind of get to people before the government did, before sending them to that like no emotions camp or whatever. But I don't know. Junhee and Yuchon are like super sus to me for some reason. But I feel like Seiyun and Donghoon are like the most rebellious. I mean, Donghoon like actually like breaking the camera and them spray painting the posters. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. I'm just very curious. I'm like also like just like genuinely super excited for this to come back and like what it will entail. But anyways, I also really love their styling for this comeback. Like their styling looks so good. Okay, let's hop into the spoiler, which I have not seen again. Like I've seen their photos, I've seen their concept photos, but I have not seen the spoiler trailer, nothing. Let's go. So that scared the shit out of me. Sorry. That was so loud. Okay, anyway. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on that. This is why, this is why, this is why I cannot do spoilers. Genuinely, what was that? What was that? It just makes me so annoyed. It just makes me so annoyed. Let's move on to the teaser, because the spoiler gave me nothing. Nothing other than like their choreo formations, I guess. Okay. So I need to remember to turn the volume down because it is so loud. Okay. Oh. And in water? Okay. Okay, Ace. This like with like the people like all in black, like I don't know. It's like this right here, like trying to think of like what vibe it gives me. Kind of does remind me a bit of bro, I'm blanking on the I literally just watched the movie too. Now I'm blanking on the name. Dude. Remember the 5th of November. And I can't remember the name of the freaking movie. V for Vendetta. I knew that. I literally just watched the movie too. Oh my goodness. V for Vendetta. It's definitely like giving me, you know, that vibe like when like all of the citizens like wore like all black and like had the mask on. The Guy Fawkes mask. Which me personally, I'm starting to kind of feel like Ace just kind of takes what's the word? Like I'm trying to think of the word. Cannot think of anything today. I think they take like inspiration. Thank you. Jesus. I think they take inspiration from different movies and stuff or like different like pieces of history. You know, like remember the 5th of November, Guy Fawkes, V for Vendetta. There was like some other things that like kind of stuck out to me. Just like pieces of history, you know, like the intro and how it kind of gave like a what is it called, the Lacrimosa and like Catholicism, you know, church mass, you know, vibes. Like I just think they take inspiration. See, like I don't want to like dive too deeply into those like things because I think they're just taking inspiration. I don't really know if like it's to be taken too literal. I think it's just inspiration in my opinion, but I don't know that for sure. Like because I watched like the whole V for Vendetta movie and I was like, yeah, there's like portions of it that like kind of remind me of this comeback, but I don't think that it's like completely you know, like the storyline in general of this comeback kind of like reminds me of like a lot of different dystopian, like The Matrix and like 1985, like different like dystopian novels that I've read. I feel like they're just garnering inspiration from like different things. And I don't think it's just like based off of one thing. So I like am trying not to deep dive too much into that. We're like, oh yeah, it's very much like from this movie and like this is what they're going with, like because it seems like they're just drawing from like multiple things. So I don't want to like go too deeply into it, but there are like certain things that remind me of certain movies or like novels or like pieces of history. So But like, I don't know that for sure. But I think that's the whole point, is that like we have to figure it out. But I like really, I don't know. I'm curious to know like what your guys' favorite intro is of Aces. I know a lot of people really like Intro Revolution. I'm super partial to Intro Escape. I love that intro. But Intro Revolution is good too. And their what's the other one? I really like intros. I know like intros aren't for everyone, but I personally really like them. And I listen to them a lot actually, especially when I'm working. But anyway, okay, let's move on to the actual trailer and see like what this is about, because I'm genuinely curious. Stop, pause, volume. Let's not do a jump scare again. Okay. Like this intro is just so like hauntingly beautiful, I think is like a good way to describe it. See, like I didn't get to like they did the intro whenever they were on tour in the US, but I didn't really get to see it very well because like BK was doing like all of this like floor choreo, and with everybody's heads in the way, you couldn't really see like the floor of the stage very well. So I didn't get like a good like viewpoint of the intro. So I'm like excited to actually like watch the full thing and have like a good like video of it. It's very interpretive, which I like absolutely love. I love how it's like he's like a conductor kind of. Mmm. Okay. I can see why they said this choreo is hard. I can't get over the corsets. I just like, firstly, I love the beat. Like I love like I just Ace's intros are just so good. Like I don't know, like I don't know. Like out of all of the intros that I've heard from groups, like I just love Aces so much. Like every single one is just so good. Like I'm super partial to Intro Escape, but I do genuinely love like all of their intros, and this one is definitely like also really really good. But I just like I can see why they said that this choreo is going to be really hard, because it seems very powerful. It seems like a very powerful choreo. Which powerful choreos tend to take a lot of energy. So I'm very worried. I'm very worried for them and what the actual like comeback is going to entail when it comes to the choreo. Because even the intro was like full of like very hard hitting and powerful moves. Um, but I think me personally, the way that I interpreted the intro is Like, it kinda starts out with, like, the Lacrimosa, like, kind of thing, which, if I remember correctly, I looked up, like, what the Lacrimosa is. I know it's a requiem. I hope I'm saying that right. Um, I know it was, like, meant for, like I know it's, like, a funeral song. Yeah, I know it's, like, meant for, like, so, like, it starts out, like, very, like, sad and depressing, right? Like, um and then it, like, gets more, like, energetic as you, like, move on, but, like, with how they I don't know, I loved the beginning with, like, how they kinda had BK, like, kind of, like, conduct each member, like, that's what it reminded me of, like, he just kinda reminded me of, like, a conductor that was like, "Okay, now it's, like, strings, now it's, brass, now it's, whatever." Sorry, I don't know how conducting works, I'm just, like, basing it off of, like, what I've seen, but that's kinda, like, what that choreo reminded me of, and it was really, really cool, um, but then, like, the more, like, hyped up it gets, the more it just seems like, okay, like, the way things are is very sad and depressing, but we need to, like, take control and, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, if we're talking about in terms of, like, we're thinking that the storyline is it's like a dystopia and people are being controlled and, brainwashed to be emotionless or whatever it is, um then they're creating this, like, secret society to, like, take down the government and, like, stop them from, taking away citizens' autonomy. Then in terms of that, it kind of just reminds me of, like, okay, like, we're no longer going to deal with the fact that, like, we have no emotion and that we're being controlled and that, like, we're just not gonna take it anymore kind of mentality. And, like, the more that it went on and, like, the heavier the beat got and the more energetic the beat got, like, the more it was kinda like the choreo just kept getting, like, more powerful, and I don't know, I just took it as, like, a stand up and fight kind of thing, but I don't know, I'm also just, like, not really sure, like, where exactly this is going, so I'm very curious to see, like, what additional teasers they're gonna come out with. I do have to say, like, even though like, beat kinda gets on my nerves and stuff, I do have to say, like, the way that they're promoting this is honestly, like, really, really cool, and the way that it was, like, the secret videos that, like, you could only go find if like, scanned a code, like, I am really enjoying the way that they're promoting this. It's really, really cool, and I love how, like, they're just deep diving into the storyline and, like, the idea of, the secret society and stuff. I'm personally really enjoying it. But anyways, I wanna watch this again because I need to, like, watch it again. Like, I love this part so much, it's so cool. And see, like, how he, like, curls up into a ball, like, kinda what you do whenever you're just, like, so, like, down on yourself and you just it's like a comfort, you know what I mean? Like, when you're just so, like, sad and depressed and, like, nothing's going right, so you kinda, like, hug yourself or, like, curl into a ball for, like, self-comfort. That's kinda what that reminds me of, but then he, like, opens back up and, like, spins around, and I also found it interesting that Seyun was the one who like got BK back up on his feet. I was also curious if that had any meaning. I don't know. I'm just and then it just like the choreo just gets more powerful like the more it progresses. I love this part too. Like Donghoon is so good. Also the change, the switch up from, you know, their like nice like outfits to like the corseted out, which by the way, they look so good in corsets. I'm like drool, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I'm just like, that's so cool though. I just I just realized that they made an A and then a C. Wait. And then a C. And then the E. That's awesome. I just realized that. This is why we watch things again. I'm just like, I'm so excited for this comeback. Like, it's just gonna be so good and I cannot wait. Oh, I don't know what else to say because I feel like feel like I still have more questions than answers. But I love this intro. I think I don't know if it'll be intro escape for me, but it's still like really, really good. I love the choreo. I love like the interpretive dance that Byungkwan does in the beginning. Like it's so good. Donghoon like jumping off the members like wild. But I'm super excited for this. I'm like I'm breaking my rule and now I'm gonna be like so annoyed that I have to wait. Anyways, it's fine. I'm fine. We have like it's less than a month now. It's less than a month. November 20th, guys. We can make it. Anyways, that was it for me. This reaction turned out way longer than I ever anticipated it to be, so I sincerely apologize. But I'm just super excited and I'm hoping the best for Ace with this comeback. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I would love to hear like your interpretations of the intro and you know the lore, the storyline, like you know how you think it all fits in. Like I've been enjoying like seeing those conversations. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, be yourselves, and have a good day. Bye guys.